Hey everyone, Cash here, back with another video from Madden 16. Today we continue our Raiders franchise. We are in the offseason, and this episode we are going to be doing the free agency. So we finished up the re-signing players last time. It's going to be free agency this time. Now, this is what we're looking at. We need a left tackle. We lost our last left tackle to retirement, so we have to replace him there. Garner not going to be able to do it with the 70 overall. And then tight end, we lost our tight end, Michael Rivera. So we have Lee Smith, Clive Walford, but I'd like to get another tight end, possibly a starter or hopefully a starter. And then at wide receiver, I'd like to get another wide receiver, maybe someone to compete with Michael Crabtree. He had a down year, but we also need some depth at that position. And then looking at the defense, our defensive line looking good. We do need another D tackle, maybe a solid backup there, maybe a little bit better than Ellis there to back up those two. And then we need possibly a couple cornerbacks. For sure we need one starting cornerback. Keith McGill, the 73, not going to be enough to start there, so we need another corner. And then free safety and strong safety. We need another strong safety, possibly someone to start over top of Bakari Rambo. And then we also have the special teams in Taiwan Jones. While he has done well the last couple years, was not too impressed with him this past season, so we maybe will look at another returner. So let's look at left tackle. Andrew Whitworth, 88 overall there at the top, but there are a couple of pretty good options here. Michael Orr, a guy that wants not a lot of money. Jerome Bushrod, another solid option, but we got to pay attention to the scheme fit, and Luke Jokel is a guy that does not want a ton of money and also fits our scheme. He's got some pretty good attributes as well. The pass block a little low at 77, and he does have 6 offers, but we're going to put an offer in for him and see what we can get. He's a West Coast left tackle, exactly what we need. So we'll put an offer out to him. Now let's move on to D tackle, and here I see Allen Branch. There's a couple guys, Akeem Spence and Branch, both fitting our scheme and both fitting that perfect overall for a backup, but we're going to go with Branch. We're going to offer him about $2.5 million in total for that contract. Then we move to cornerback, and we've got a couple of Sean Smith, who we had last year. I don't know if we're going to re-sign him, but Desmond Trufant, this is a guy much younger than Sean Smith, but wants an incredible amount of money. There's another guy here, Leon Hall, an 82 overall. I think this would be a very nice, maybe nickel corner, one of those veteran guys that we can rely on. He's got some pretty good numbers as well, so he wants 1 year, $4.41 million with a 129 bonus. We're going to do a little bit of short offer, 1 year, $5 million total. See if he takes that. Now, free safety, this is, I think, the one big splash that we are going to make. We have a lot of cap room. You see there, $43 million, even after the offers we've already made. Tyrann Mathieu, while he is not a perfect scheme fit, this dude is a monster, so we are going to put an offer out for him. He does not want a ton of money. 6 years, $23.1 million, $10.9 million bonus. So we're going to make this $25 million for the salary, and then I believe $10 or $11 million for the bonus. That's $36 million total over 6 years. That's not too expensive, especially for a guy like that who hopefully will progress to become a pretty good free safety. And now moving on to wide receiver, and there's one guy here. There's a lot of wide receiver options, but I see Alan Hearns, and this guy, both times we played against the Jaguars, he played very well. So I'm going to put an offer out for him. He wants 3 years, $2.58 million. We're going to give him $2.7 and a $500,000 bonus, see if that is enough to do the trick. And then I see another guy here, Tavon Austin, 95 speed, 98 agility, 93 acceleration. This would seem like a perfect option for a return player. Also, as well, filling a need as a wide receiver. Could even come out of the backfield. So $2.5 million over 3 years, $400,000 bonus. We'll see if he takes that, as I think he would be a nice upgrade at the kick returner and wide receiver. And then at tight end, Travis Kelce, Martellus Bennett, the two huge names. Not going to touch either of them from right now. They want a lot of money. And then one more, looking at right guard, there are a lot of very, very good right guards. So I am kind of starting to think here, maybe we sign one of these right guards and then we could move the line around to replace our left tackle. So we have TJ Lang, 92 pass block, or 92 run block, 91 pass block. Chance Warmack has 93 run block, 77 pass block, so not nearly as good. So I'm going to end up going with TJ Lang. There were some other options there, but this is the guy I think that is, for the price, a pretty good option. So $14 million over 4 years, and then he wants 4.84, so we'll bump this up, I think, to a 5, or what do we end up on? $4.5 million bonus. So we'll see if that does the trick. That would maybe end up making things maybe a little bit better. It's obviously a better option than Luke Jokel because we have some opportunities to move some guys around. But after we advance the first time, the only exception is going to come from Tavon Austin. So, hey, we'll take it. We also hired our trainer that we gave an offer into last week. So taking a look, TJ Lang, we still have the only offer in for him. We're leading the Tyrann Mathieu race as there's a few other options there. Leon Hall, no one else has offered. We're first for Luke Jokel. We are still the only offer for Alan Branch, and we are leading for Alan Hearns, so we're still first on the list of everyone. Let's go back into the free agency now, see who else we can get. Desmond Trufant, again at this corner. Sean Smith, I don't think we're going to bring him back. Desmond Trufant, look at the numbers for this guy. 95 man-in zone coverage, 92 speed. He's only 26 years old. Maybe this is the guy that we need to put our money in and have that top flight corner, but look at this. He wants basically $60 million. What is that? $64 million. So we're going to offer him a $50 million salary, and I think it's going to be a $15 million bonus. So $65 million over 5 years. Still, that's not an incredible amount of money, but obviously that is a lot for us. We'll see what he has to say about that as we simulate again. Let's see who has accepted this time. And look at this, TJ Lang and Leon Hall. So we have our upgrade we need at line. That means we can probably rescind the offer for Luke Jokel. And now let's take a look at what we have for the line. So Lang is going to go at right guard. We're going to move Webb over to left guard and Jackson over to left tackle. So we put Lang in and then shift that left side of the line over a little bit. But back to the free agents. Desmond Trufant has a better offer from the Broncos. We are now second. Jokel, we are now second as well, but we are going to withdraw his bid since we don't need him anymore. Alan Hearns, we're still leading, and Alan Branch, we're still leading. So Tyrann Mathieu, Bears are coming in hot for him, so we're going to raise this up to $26 million and $12 million for the bonus. Still, I think very money well spent if we can pick him up, as we will move back into first. And then Desmond Trufant, the Broncos have come in with a better offer, but we'll go back to him in a second. Now, these two tight ends, they both want, what is this, 46 and 20, basically over $60 million a year. That seems like a lot to spend on a tight end, so we'll continue to ignore them for a little bit. And then quarterback, we're looking at some other guys. Dwayne Grant's an option. He's got some okay numbers. We're going to see DJ Hayden. Do we bring him back, as the Jaguars have offered him? But he kind of disappointed last year. He doesn't even really fit our scheme. And then we have Logan Ryan, a little bit of a slower guy, but does have decent options there for the coverage. And then the only really big name signing was Star Latulippe, signed with the Dolphins. So now we'll advance one more time. Let's see who we're going to get now. And look at this, Alan Hearns, Alan Branch, and Tyrann Mathieu. I decided not to end up offering Desmond Trufant any more money. It just seemed like too much. We can maybe find a corner in the draft, but the only disappointing thing is that he went to the Broncos, which are obviously our direct rivals. But you see where some of these guys have come in now. Leon Hall is that guy at corner. TJ Carey moves down to the cornerback 2 spot. Tyrann Mathieu, a 90 overall, now our free safety, and we will move Nate Allen over to strong safety. And look at some of the signings. Drew Brees is going to sign a $20 million contract with the Cardinals, maybe his last season. That's just a one-year deal. Kiko Alonso goes to the Bears for 5 years, $47 million. Michael Rivera is going to go to the Chiefs, so our rival is going to pick up another one of our former players. Let's see who else. DJ Hayden is going to go to the Jaguars for 4 years, $9 million. Good for him. Emmanuel Sanders going to the Jaguars as well. So the Jaguars had a great season last year, looking to build on it, signing a lot of good people. Martellus Bennett goes to the Titans, 6 years, $72 million. Yep, we were never giving him $72 million. Arian Foster going to go to the 49ers for 3 years. Terran Armstead is going to get a pretty big contract from the Jaguars. So look at the Jaguars. And the Desmond Trufant, as I said, 5 years, $69 million. And they actually are going to sign Rashad Jones as well. So they got a top flight free safety or corner and strong safety. And then Michael Floyd going to sign a $53 million contract with the Lions. They also pick up Michael Orr. So a lot of signings, a lot of movement. We didn't make a ton of moves, but I think we made some pretty good ones. But did we maybe leave some names out there? Should we have offered a bigger contract to Desmond Trufant? Should we have made a run at Travis Kelce or Martellus Bennett? I don't know. We'll have to see how it turns out. The draft is going to be coming up next, though, so we have an opportunity to maybe pick up a very good tight end or a corner. That will definitely be the two positions that we're focusing on. I will go through and take a look at the roster before we start the draft in the next episode, and we will also take an in-depth look at the scouted players available. You see, we still have 175 points to do one last scouting round, and then we'll add all the players we want to add to our watch list and kind of figure out our game plan here for the draft, as we have maybe a couple holes. Nothing really big, but obviously we need to have a plan in place for what positions we're going to attack. So that is going to be it for this one. Draft is going to be up next episode, a couple days away. Make sure you do not miss that one. It's going to be very good, as after that we will head on to season number 3 as we look to defend our title. But that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.